What is going on, everybody? It is your boy Jay Hess coming at you with something new, the very first opinions only movie review. And today we are getting into Jujutsu Kaisen 0. This movie, we're just gonna get right into it. If you're a fan of the series, if you watch JJK, this is like a prequel to the show. So I think it's set like a year or two before a lot of the events that we see happening taking place. It is just so true to the show and the series. I'm not a manga reader, but it is true to the show and the series. Is dark. It encompasses that dark fantasy that we're used to seeing with JJK. It's just got a whole bunch of, different supernatural elements with the curses. I think the movie does a really good job focusing on the eerie feeling that you get from being around a curse. I don't want to spoil anything, and it's going to be a spoiler-free review, but a lot of the curses and stuff that you see, they're just so creepy, and they do a good job. It's almost scary. It's almost like a horror Jujutsu Kaisen movie. And like I said, Jujutsu Kaisen is dark, but it feeds into that, plays into that very well. It centers around the younger character who's really different from Yuji. Yuji is the main character in the show, but he's really a direct parallel from Yuji. He's much more timid. He doesn't have the power and the stamina that Yuji has. He comes out the gate he would make Batman jealous. He would make any, a metahuman jealous with his speed and strength. But the character that we get to see and focus on is someone who was bullied younger. He goes through a very traumatic event, and I love how the movie focuses on love and the love and spirituality of youth and how that, translates and affects him. I won't, like I said, no spoilers, but it focuses on the love and how love can be a curse. So they do a really good job with the story in that regard. It's nothing that just blows you away in terms of story. It's almost like watching an episode. It's like watching an episode on a bigger screen. That is one thing I will say that was a little disappointing. The fact that the production quality for a movie, you're maybe expecting it to be much more grand, right? You're expecting something that's going to be animation that blows you out the water, kind of like Demon Slayer. What we were expecting from the Demon Slayer and what we got from the Demon Slayer movie. Demon Slayer was just, animation was, it was incredible, it was astounding. So many different color palettes thrown into one. You see so much different, just the vivid quality of the animation and the extravagance of the scene. Even in the subtleties of the Demon Slayer movie, we get that, and there's some of that in this movie. I don't want to say the animation is bad. It's not bad. If you watch Jujutsu Kaisen, there's no bad animation. With a movie budget, you just want more, right? But it's still really good. Really does a good job opening up the world of the villain as well without focusing too much on the villain's backstory, but we know shit's coming. The movie is letting us know that things are going to be happening. There are relationships that were formed that we do not know about. Now that we have clarity and understanding, we can see that shit is going to get real. I love when shows and movies focus, and even though they don't give a lot of information to that villain's backstory, they make the villain impactful. So I think his name is Gero. He was a really good villain. Names, oh my god. But he was a really good villain. I really enjoyed him as a villain. I'm a villain kind of guy, so I'm always dissecting what is their motive, what's your ploy here? Are you really a villain, or are you just angry? All right. But he seems like he's out for his form of justice. He actually reminds me a lot of Magneto, because in the movie, like I said, no spoiling, but he talks a little bit about what it is he wants to accomplish and what he wants the world to be and what he sees it as for Jujutsu sorcerers and all of that. Listening to him talk, he sounds like Magneto. What you're trying to do is wrong, but I get why you're trying to do it. I understand the premise of it, the principle, but you're going about it the wrong way. So he's one of those type villains where you can kind of try to latch on to his motives and understanding. So that was really cool. I love focusing on the villain. You get some good phones. Everybody, I'm gonna go ahead and say, everybody loves Gojo. Oh my god, Gojo, pretty boy. He's got the hair. You can't even see his eyes. He's so cool. Look, he goes crazy. If you want to see Gojo, if you want to see some fast stuff from Gojo, he doesn't go, like I said, the animation doesn't allow him to do anything insane, but he has a fight scene in there, I will say, that's pretty hype. So you're gonna be like, oh shit, that was hype, boss. Yeah, that shit was hype. But like I said, it was really good. I enjoyed it for the type of movie you go and watch, and it's nothing that's gonna just break the mold. 2022 has been really good for us this year in terms of anime movies so far. So we got Demon Slayer earlier. We got JJK, which was good. So he's been Demon Slayer maybe like a 9 almost out of 10 for the animation alone. So excellent. I would say that Jujutsu Kaisen is I give it an 8 out of 10, an 8.5 out of 10. It's good, but like I said, the story doesn't blow you away. It meddles a little bit in terms of the plot. It's nothing groundbreaking in terms of plot, but it tells the story that it tells well. So it's good writing. Like I said, it fleshes out some of these characters who we've seen before. It really fleshes out the villain, so you get a little more info about him without divulging too much into his backstory. You really get to get into some of his characters a little more and see the foundation of some of the JJK High School, what they have going on. But yeah, if you want to see Gojo, if you're going for outstanding animation like Demon Slayer, if you're going for something just over the top, you can watch it in your crib in your drawers at home, because it's one of those type movies in terms of the animation. But it's good. I enjoyed it. If you want to go check it out, definitely go see it. Jujutsu Kaisen 0. It's definitely a good movie. I'm going to go highs and lows of the movie. Highs, storytelling, villain. So we're going to go antagonist, and storytelling is extremely good. Highs in that. In terms of the lows, I'm going to have to say that animation did not live up to the hype I expected. It was some decent animation, just did not live up to the hype. Y'all will see if you go check it out. And also in terms of lows, that might be maybe pacing. The ending feels like it just arrives. So you're like, oh damn, that was kind of quick. And since it's not, you're waiting for the crazy animation, so since it doesn't come, the pacing feels a little off. But the lows are maybe mids that I would say. So it's not really too many lows in the movie. If you're going for crazy animation, don't go to the movies and spend your money, because you're not going to get that. But if you're just a fan of the series, if you want to check out the movie before it gets to streaming stuff, definitely check it out. Jujutsu Kaisen 0, spoiler free. I could get way more in depth. It's hard, man. It's hard. I'm a movie guy, so it's hard to get into this without giving spoilers. But if you want to check it out, definitely go do so. It's your boy JS. We're not gonna keep it long. Y'all go see the movies. Go watch some anime this weekend. Attack on Titan dropping this Sunday. You know what time it is. We need that to stop being mid. Last week it actually wasn't mid. It was actually pretty good. So we need to check it out this week. I'm getting out of here. I'm gonna go chill. It's 4 in the morning, okay? Y'all have a good night.